Bonjour mon ami, do you want to become fluent in French? This is Llyane Stanfield and you are watching the French Minute with Llyane, a sneak peek in my signature program J'Ouellette Intensif, which gets you from 0 to an advanced level of conversation. And today we will take a peek in level 1, level A, lesson 3. J'ai deux bras, un bras gauche et un bras droit. Voilà mes bras. J'ai deux mains, une main gauche et une main droite. Voilà mes mains. So in this little fragment, we are talking about our arms, our hands. Why are we talking about them? Well, first of all, we're talking about them on a daily basis. And in this particular construction that I introduced in lesson 3, we also see the genders. So, j'ai deux bras, un bras gauche et un bras droit. So, gauche and it means left and droit means right. And it is in masculine. So, this is how this looks in masculine. Now, look at the pattern for feminine. J'ai deux mains. Mains, hands. Now it's feminine. And when I say left and right for hands, it's going to sound gauche and droite. Now, we also, if you really pay attention at the pattern, we have gauche, which means left. Droit means right, and it sounds droit for masculine, but gauche means left. It sounds exactly the same way as for feminine as it sounds for masculine. Droite sounds differently. We add an E at the end. It sounds differently from masculine and feminine. Now, isn't that interesting? So what do we notice here? For feminine, we are adding a final E at the end of an adjective, and for masculine typically we don't. Now what happens if the adjective already ends in an E? Well, then it's going to have the same form for masculine and feminine, because it wouldn't make sense to add a second E for feminine. This is why gauche is the same form for masculine and feminine, for bras gauche, une main gauche, but droit, which means right, sound differently when I add it after a noun, feminine and masculine. So it's going to be un bras droit, une main droite. So see how two little lines, and you can see this in the description of this video, two little lines that are introducing so many things, and yet if you really look at the patterns, it's so easy and simple if you just notice the pattern. So my tip is really look for the pattern rather than memorization. Look at more, and this is how the intensive program goes, a lot of patterns. So you're going to see a lot of contexts and a lot of words, one after the other, sentence after sentence after sentence, just so that the brain picks up on the pattern, because this is the way the brain works the best, the fastest and the best. It remembers for much longer time if you learn using patterns rather than making a huge theory about it and writing notes, and this is the case, in this case we do this, in the other case we do that. Sure, we are explaining once, but then we double the explanation and the understanding of things to actually see how it manifests, how it's applied in many examples. And then we make conversation. How do we make conversation? And I suggest that you do that. Write your own sentences with your own reality. Look up the words. The words are not difficult to find. What is a little more tricky is to know how to put the words together in a sentence. So this was your French Minute with Llyane. Thank you so much for watching. Stay on your game and keep going for your dream to become bilingual, learn to speak Parisian French, and break your language barrier. Merci beaucoup et à demain. Au revoir.